Set an intention. And then we're going to practice to understand the messages. You really have to practice. I began doing the psychic practice because I was on Facebook one day. I encountered a video, and then the guy was saying, guess the color of the stone in my hand. And I guessed it is instantly. And then I scroll to find his other videos doing the practices. And in all of them, I had the answer right. And then I said, like, oh my God, it confirmed that my intuition was good. And then I said, it's good for us to know how much accurate or not that accurate we are. So when we have information that comes through, we're able to share it. So let's begin with the practice. And I don't know if you guys have noticed that my meditations change. On the meditations, I have been doing a lot of show me how, show me how I should do this, show me how equilibrium feels like, show me how I should be grounded. And something that I noticed is the energy responds to me. I was doing a session yesterday, and the client wanted to channel the future self. And after 45 minutes, I noticed that my client was a little bit overwhelmed by the energy. So I said, show me how harmony feels like. And she instantly, the energy instantly soothed for both of us. So we kept going into the future. And then every time I felt the energy wasn't comfortable, I was saying, show me what comfortable feels like. Show me what harmony feels like. Show me like clarity feels like. And when you ask the energy to show you, you could set, show me what looks like if you want to see. Show me how that feels like if you are reading through your feeling. Show me how that should vibrate in my energy, for example. Those are statements that you have an instant effect. And that instant effect will be the more sensitive you are, the more you will prove that as right. But if you don't, it's like a recalibration, right? Imagine that when you do a healing session, I upload a video about activating the hands. Sorry, it's called here. and you guys can use this also for a healing. Both of you, and if someone didn't do the Reiki course with me, it's okay. These are codes that you can use for healing. For example, in that case, you can ask, show me what are the patterns that we need to heal. For example, maybe you can have a 30-minute reading with the codes with your client, and then do another 30 minutes of Reiki, right? Channeling through your hands. The codes, or maybe new codes will come through, and that's okay too. So let's begin with the intention, and then we're going to do the practice. I want you to notice that I don't do light language instantly. And I don't do light language instantly because it's as if you go into a date and the person that you are dating kiss you in your mouth as soon as your date sees you, right? You don't do that. You talk if you have a date, and then you ask questions, and then maybe you go into a bar, or maybe you go into a place, walk or something. And then when you're doing that, what happens is the energy find harmony or disharmony. So when you find harmony, maybe you will keep dating that person. But if you did not had harmony, you don't go kissing, right? You don't keep dating. You said, you know what, maybe we don't see you anymore. You ghost that person, and then that's it. Don't channel right away, because when you channel right away, it's not coming, it's coming from your ego, it's coming from your personality, it's not coming from a spirit. So first of all, adjust. And that adjustment to go deeper and deeper and deeper, what you are doing is you are placing your ego aside, you are placing your ego aside, and then at one moment the information comes so natural, complete absence of judgment, that it is the sign that you know you are channeling information from spirit. Because maybe you see things that can happen. And I'm going to give you an example. I was doing a channeling, and then on the channeling, the client discovered that the person my client was dating had another relationship at the same time, right? So normally, this in human form, we will judge, and then you feel wounded, and then you will say, that person lied to me, is cheating on me, it doesn't deserve my energy or anything, I want to cancel that. But from the eyes of spirit, when I channel, what they were showing to me, it is the other partner gave permission to share the boyfriend with the third person, so they could all have an experience together. It's something that it's all agree at the soul level, that it's all consent, and that has a time to end, because it's a distortion. But that distortion, it's allowed because it has a benefit for the three of them, right? And then in the channel, they were saying they did it because of love. But at that moment, I was so neutral that I could understand in a way that I don't know how to explain to you right now, how at that level it makes sense that someone cheat, or that someone lied, or that someone will do something that in human form we don't agree with. For whatever reasons, we don't know. And sometimes we don't have the explanation in human form, but you just know it was all right. In another case that I had, probably I told you guys this, that was a long time ago. The person knew the husband was gay, right? After 20 years of relationship. And of course, the pain was great. But then when we accessed the Akashic records, it was something that, as the guide said, tell her that's even for things that happened before in other lifetimes, and for things that she had done against the husband without cheating, but were equally wrong in a different way, maybe victimism, maybe a manipulation, or I have no idea. The karma was complete. I mean, he did things to her, but she did things to him, not only in this life, but in other lifetimes. So they did not show us what they did, because they said it wasn't necessarily for us to say, oh, you lie September 24th or something. Sometimes you don't need to go into detail. Sometimes you have to go. You have to be very aware. Other of my clients, this person went into an Akashic Records reading. When my client went to the Akashic Records reading, the channeler says that the father had raped her in another lifetime. This is why in this lifetime, you don't get well with your father. So she remembered, as soon as the channeler said that, she had a memory that when she was 11 or 12, they were on the ocean, right? She had a bathing suit, and then her father says, come on, let me see you. And then she said that the father, stared at her and like seconds, and then he said, go, that's okay, go. And then she said, he saw me like a man, right? Like a father. And then probably it's true that he raped me. So after I had that session, I cannot speak with my father. Every time I see him, I feel nasty, blah, 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 all of those things. I don't know what you guys think, but for me, I think that information wasn't necessarily, because even if that happened in another life, in what area of your life will serve you now to have those details about that situation that happened in another life? Maybe the father looked at my client like a woman and not like a daughter. We have no idea, but I remember that I asked, did he touch you? Did he do anything wrong after that? She said, no, not ever, ever. But he did it once, right? And then I said, well, maybe he's a man, right? Maybe the thought passed just for a second, and then he said, no, go away. And then after that, it never happened. So in reality, nothing happened. Like, for example, we all can have those negative thoughts, those temptation thoughts, but then you choose to have them or not. Energetically, even when you are tempted to do something, energetically, it happened. And maybe this is what my client felt. For example, when I was with my ex, he cheated on me many times, but I never know. But in that moment, I already knew at least once. So I was tempted to cheat on him because I was in my work. I met one of my clients who was younger than me, and he was very hot. And then in a very gentle, like gentleman way, he kind of suggested that I like him, that we could go out. And I remember that I thought about it and that I said I should cheat on my ex because he already did it. It was gonna be fair. And I thought for 5 seconds, and I was joyful about the idea. And then I said, no, because it's not the person that I want to be. What if my kids know about this, right? What if other people know? My mom, I don't know. And then I said, no, even though I want to do it. And it will be fun to do it, to be a bad person. I don't think it's the version of me that I should be. So I rectified myself, but I was tempted. So maybe the father of my client was tempted to have desire, right? Because she was growing up. But he rectified. We don't know, because it's proven that we can modify our memories, and that every time you access a memory, you add something or take something from that memory. So in court, memories are not proof that you kill or that you didn't kill someone, because it's proven that memories are changeable, and that also people add memories or create memories that don't exist. Like, for example, maybe someone saw the movie Tark and then said, yes, when I was 4, one of my aunties was attacked by a shark. We went into Australia, but it was just a movie. Then the person, because he was little, create that story and then believe it. So a lot of things can happen, and sometimes we don't have proof about what is real because it all feels real. At that moment, you have to discern what you should do. And I like to remember what Platon said. I remember when I was in university, I studied psychology. I didn't finish, but I did 3 years. So I think it's enough. And the first day of school, one of my teachers put a quote about Platon, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember correctly. And it was about gossiping. And then the quote said something like, do I need to know that information? If someone says, hey, I have something to tell you, someone has a gossip, there's a rumor for you, let me tell you that, right? And then you should ask, would that benefit me? Is that for my highest good? Is my life will be better if I know that, right? So this is something that you can ask yourself when you give an advice to your client or to any of your kids if you want to practice. Like, am I gonna make that person life better if I tell that person, like, I don't know, I had, for example, a galactic astrology chart, and my client was born into a demon star. And it's the first time that happened to me. My client was born exactly into a star that is named from a demon. And I was like, what does that mean? And then I said, what other stars are around? So the other star that were around, it was a draconian star. And then the Orion system, that many of those stars from the Orion system, well, some of them are dark and many have demon names. So remembering the story of my client, I understood the whys about the situation that my client went through that were very hard. And when I share the information with my client, I choose to do it in a way that I wasn't making my client feeling wrong, like you come from a demon family, right? You come from reptilians and draconians. Like, this is why those things happen to you with judgment. You have to do it in a neutral way and do it in a way that it will serve. What I choose to do, it was, I said, look, when I opened the Akashic records and when I did your galactic chart, I noticed that when you were born, all of these stars are negative. So this will explain why this and this and this and this and happened to you. You come from a family of survivors, right? Persons that come to transform darkness into a light. So you have to find something positive and inspirational to share your message with your client. Because if you don't do that, you download something negative or you anchor a distortion into your client because your client trusts you, right? This is what I think, but you use your intuition to discern what you should do. At the same time, discern what information you should access. Some people are so good at reading that they access information they don't need to know. Like, for example, you don't need to know if your client is sexually active. If the person is not asking for that, why you should, right? Just ask that you want to know the information that's related to the intention that your client has set for that moment. I hope that makes sense. This is why it's important that the client set the intention. Sometimes it happens that the client says, I want to work on abundance. And then during the session, you realize that that's not the problem, that the problem it is that the person has father issues. That will be a different thing because it's sort of related to the team in some way, in some form. Or if it's not related, then you should go back to what it is related to what the client asked. Use your discernment to know how much deep and how much light you are in the information. And for that, I suggest that you have few minutes, 5-10 minutes to talk to your client, because if the client trusts in you and confide in you, that session will be successful. But if your client don't trust you and don't believe what you said, it will place a shield, and then anything that you do, it will be just irrelevant, right? They will just go out. I had sessions like that, that you don't resonate with what that person is saying. So always have a moment, whether you are doing a healing or that you are doing a reading, to see if you are in the same channel. For example, is this resonate with you? Do you have a story that you can relate with what is coming through? Or, for example, it's something that you were aware before. or how do you feel about this, for example? These are things that you can ask on the reading. And I highly suggested that you read a book about body language, because that helps to detect the flaws in the energy, or when the person lied to you or hide to you things. For example, I remember one day before coming to the States, I was in Mexico and I went to my friends to have breakfast. We were eating Mexican food, and one of my friends, she was talking about a relationship she just ended, right? And then she was saying something like this: I was very happy, and I don't know why he ghosted me. I was open for it, and I just wanted us to have the relationship. And then I said, no, that's not true. And I said in that way because she's my friend, and we're intimate. Because you cannot see that I am open when you are like that, because your body says a different thing. And she was like, oh my God, that's true. So because we're all killers, we're all begin to talk to her. And then another of my friends says, maybe you thought you were open, but in your subconscious there were some things that you were closed before, and that had the effect that he just ghosted you, for example. So observe when persons speak, the way that they speak, the eyes when they look at you, the voice. All of those things are going to tell you if you're right, if you're not in the right side, or if you should just reorganize what you are saying. Let's do let me drink a little bit of my tea. Do you guys have any questions? I think you understand what I am saying. Okay, let's go with the practice. And this practice, we're going to set the intention, and we're going to adjust the channel. And maybe something that I have done with you in a session, if you guys have had a session with me. And maybe for that, everything makes sense. Thank you. Maybe I could do a practice with one of you if you guys want to be on the video, or if don't, maybe we can just do it on let me just figure out. Let's do the transmission. You can close your eyes, and before you channel, as I said before, you have to know your space. And when you know the space, then you can determine or know when something is not yours. The secret of channeling is to be clear and to be connected, and to allow the energy to be, and to have always this feedback. What does that mean? Or explain that to me, or make it clear for me. So close your eyes and let's ask. Beloved Source, please be activated in me now, so only the highest and the easiest can come true. And breathe in and breathe out. Beloved Source, show me what feels like to be connected with you. Show me if I can go deeper on my connection. Deeper and deeper and deeper, instantly and easy. Show me what that looks like, feels like, and how that it's being vibrated on my being. This is just the Source and you. And let's ask, I choose to put down all of the barriers that stop me from channeling the source. Source, show me what feels like for our connection to be rightful, to be in harmony, so I can be present. Show me what feels like if my channeling is heightened and better than ever. Help me to enhance my psychic senses, my clairvoyance, my claircognizance, the way I sense, the way I know, the way I see. And let's do that, this upgrade into 200% now. 10 and 9 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your ego aside. So imagine that you take your shadow, the fear version of you, and that you ground it in a corner of your room. And you can put angels all around, download an unconditional love on your shadow. The fear would stop you from channeling the source. So to be on the same channel, you will have to ask your client something from the subconscious that will make sense. For example, don't do numbers because it's a lot of options, but ask 2 options like, for example, do you see red or blue? I am seeing blue. So you guys saw blue, we are on the same channel. Let's recalibrate again. Connect, cleanse the energy. Source, show me what feels like to be in the right connection. So I'm going to send telepathically a shape from a third eye to yours. So I am sending or a circle or a square. What do you see? If you saw a circle, we're on the same channel. Let's do another way. I'm going to send another shape. A star or a heart. What do you receive? If you see a heart, we are in the same channel. Now let's do it faster and let's go with numbers. There is no right or wrong. It's all right. Choose a number from 1 to 5. Choose a number from 1 to 10. If you chose 1 at first, you were right. If you chose 3 at second, you are right. You can recalibrate in different forms. For example, you can go into a story. You can ask your client to close your eyes, to connect to the source, and then you can say, if we are in a scene, the happiest scene, the one that makes you feel connected to the source. and that is seen as water, what would you see? And if you are seeing a lake and your client is seeing an ocean, you have to do it again. And then say, what if we go into heaven? What heaven looks like? And if your client says, it's a beautiful cloudy place with sky blue and angels and crystals, and you're kind of seeing something alike, then you are great to read the person. But if you are seeing something into the space and your client is in clouds, then recalibrate yourself, because sometimes people want you to read what they expect. So when you tune into what they are seeing, you can read from what they expect and also combine it with what higher self says. So let's do it again. So for the ones that are here, please let me know if you guys think we are into the same channel or we have to do another practice again. If you don't have your client with you, then you can ask for a sign. We're in the same channel. Good. So now we're on the same. That's good. Normally, I'm very open to be read. I normally take my barriers aside for good intentions, because in fifth dimension, we won't be able to hide anything. So I'm practicing with that. So let's practice the three of us together, if that's okay. So let's ask. Beloved Source, place me into a healing chamber now, instantly. Help me to believe it's real through my senses. And notice how the energy instantly, I cannot move anything from my shoulders below. I am not in my body, only my face. This is how I feel. And this is normally what happened to me when I channel. And I am channeling at the first level because I am speaking. But in the next level, I take Gretel completely aside and then my voice change. So I think I'm going to channel for us the next practice, if that's okay. Yes. Let me drink a little bit of water. It's important that you drink water when you channel because it's easier for guides. You can have candy like honey, I like organic if you want. You can get a spoon of honey before, that helps. For me is water, but I know from channelers that they like honey, so their throat is moisturized. For me, I wait for the language to come through. I normally don't force it, and when I do videos, I practice before, so when I'm going through the video, already in the frequency. But you can channel from a lower frequency too. It's just as deeper as you go, as pure as a channel it is. So with the rest of the time, I'm going to channel. I'm going to take this aside. Sometimes things that you may have can distract you from the channeling. So make sure you are comfortable. For me, no shoes. I like to be straight, because if I am in a bed, I go out of body and I lose my consciousness. So if you don't want to lose your consciousness, have something that makes you uncomfortable, right? Like a headphone or something that anchors you into this reality. If you want to be awake, if you want to lose yourself, make sure you are comfortable. Let's begin. Breathe with me, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And place your awareness on your breathing. Just observe. If you think on anything, observe it and disregard it. Place a box on your left or on your right, where you can throw like garbage. If a thought arises that disconnect you, place it in the box. I want you to ask to yourself, mind, soul, body, spirit guides, higher self, help me to activate my channeling in a deeper way and help me to understand the information of God. I'm willing to go into the next level now. I'm willing to learn, and if you show me, I will do my best. So for you to be ready, I want you to imagine that you take your shadow like a suit and you place it in the corner. And you say to your shadow, your wound, your fear to channel, to anything psychic to see, whatever that represents. We're going to be in a healing chamber with 100,000 angels of the highest, the easiest, and the best that will take care of you. And when I feel the channeling, I will come back and we will be one in harmony. If you have worries, drop it on the box. Things that you have to do. Questions. What you expect to happen, drop it in the box. And ask. I do ask the barriers of the barriers of the barriers, what is hidden from the known or unknown, to be dropped for me now. And I command the guardian angel of whoever energy could be next to me to take that energy to where it belongs. If it's any shadow or attachment, a cord, or thought form created from the space or the collective or anything, everything has a guardian angel. If you ask a guardian angel to take, maybe it's an attachment from the ex, to take that ex cord into where it belongs, then the guardian angel will do it. If you do that, you will make sure this space is clear. You can also ask, I'd like to work with angels because angels are soft and easy. But you can also work with angels or fairies or anything that you would like to. You can also work like me with your higher self. So you can say, higher self and guides, you are in charge. Please make sure the space is clean and safe. And anything that do not belong to be here, from myself or around from this lifetime or any other, let it be transmuted now. Don't send it back, because when you send it back, the energy will rebound to you. Transmute it. And that energy that is transmuted will transform in new energy that it will come to you. You can imagine that you activate the eyes outside of your body. And if I could see the energy in the space, what I would be seeing. So I will help you. Is the space clean? Yes or no? Is the space protected? Yes or no? If any of those answers is no, ask higher self to take care of it. Your higher self knows. If the answers are yes, ask higher self. Is it anything that interfere with my channeling today? Or I can begin now? So I'm getting a yes, we're ready to begin. So for that, breathing will help. I like to ask the source to be activated and anchored now. And then for each activation, we're going to breathe together. Okay? So let's just breathe. Beloved source, please be activated with me now. I'm ready for channeling. You breathe in and you breathe out. Beloved higher self, please be activated with me now. I'm ready for channeling. Breathe in and breathe out. Beloved oversoul, please be activated in me now. So I'm ready to channel. Your oversoul will represent all of the higher guides from the higher dimensions. And I want you to observe how the energy shifted. Beloved, I am presence, Christ itself, multidimensional self, beloved spirit, beloved soul. Connect with me now. I'm ready for channeling. We also have the astral body or the dreaming body. Beloved astral body, connect with me now. I'm ready for channeling. Beloved mind, beloved emotions, beloved physical body, we are ready for channeling now. Beloved body and energy, help me with the position of my body. Help me with the rhythm of my breathing. Mindset, connect with the divine mind now. May this voice and information be the voice of higher self. Let's begin. Greetings. We're ready as well for the connection, joyful into this initiation. You are being initiated, and we are all speaking at once. And we will define. In this transmission, you will meet your channeling console, the 12 guides that will come all the way to you to be channeled. We ask you to take a staircase all the way down. Come with us. We are all around you. You are supported. Feel it and become aware. We want to say that we are grateful for the opportunity to connect today. We appreciate the time and effort to be here. And this will be a life-changing transmission. You will be initiated, and for that, have your priestesses self anchor now. Tiesa kiene kiera koro keti kiesa tada asoro kiana. You'll come with us into the astral plane, into a glassbury in England, in the middle of the zones. You will place yourself, and this will be in another time. We want you to anchor the roots of your heart into the heart chakra of Gaia. Do that now. Niachtas achwa, lichta tisakane, hedu fuha, tiki sekerach. You have your priestesses special gown, the sign, flowers and plants, making a crown on your head, special jewelry, designed with the symbol of your zodiac sign, like it was in ancient time. That will be your ancient priest symbol. We know that you have an energy signature symbol. You can use both. You will observe that. Now, we ask your energy to show you the right size that you have. Grow now. You'll see yourself as a being of light in a different size than a normal human. The goddesses in form of the feminine, like in ancient time, will come now. You will first receive the minor goddesses, that on the day of the harvest, each of them will have a candle in their hand and a flower, and those will be placed into this symbol of the moon. 12 minor goddesses connect. 12 priests protect the space outside. Each of them has a different color, representing the 12 rays. Like the hours of the clock, they all place itself around you. You will be asked to see the flowers and the candles have the form of the symbol of the moon. When the moon smiles, you will be in the center. The priests decorate with plants all around and crystals, forming the rays of the sun. A sun symbol, it's outside the stones for protection. Inside the stones, the symbol of the moon is formed by flowers and candles. The flames are purple. The flames are holy fire. The flames reach up to you. You can absorb the flames from your hands, and you can also exchange your own holy fire into the flames. The more that you give, the more that you receive. Breathe in the flames now. Ni'achba kisekirachba tichna tisako tire sarike. Drums and chants are all around. Your soul family in the astral celebrate this day. In ancient time, you had to give something of yours, something physical, that it would be burned in the fire and it will transform like a phoenix in a new gift for you. Look for something physical that you give. Nichtes af eke. Place your offering into the fire and let it be transformed into a magical tool that you would use. You may receive a crystal, a wand, or any psychic tool for you to use. The crown that you have today, you can visualize it for connection, for protection, or for cleansing. You have a pendulum of copper in your soul, and one side is your zodiac sign, and the other side is your edge symbol. You can visualize it, and you can also craft it if you are so willing to do that. In ancient times, those would be made of wood or something organic. Metal will be also allowed, or artistically, just the sign. It can also be drawn with paint on skin or paper, or visualize in water or any surface that you feel guided. Nichta seki te ilko te ikira te iseri kira. Prince and princesses, bring a container made of copper for you to immerse yourself into the water. The water represents the energy of the goddess, now named Gaia, the one who had another name before and many names before that. In the water, the initiation will begin. The priestesses have infused this water with the special essence that will bring healing, a deeper spiritual connection, a purification of your soul and your spirit. You may be activated psychically after this session instantly or in a period of 40 days. While the bathing takes place, as now you are part of the Goddesses Collective, priests and priestesses brotherhood that has been on earth since the beginning of time and it will transcend its own soul into the source. Allow your own journey to take place now. Nia lahba te kyoko tikisa te tarakine teraso. Lahba fochni te isa ki dechkara tarikega tor ose kienegera. Lachimi dirigesa nah tekigera lachko. Lachkido koso tekira geta lah teke sati. Lah te kina kira tara sobero bakiti tragera tre te sare kinikia te kikera ko tukuba kitikirikia. You would be shown in your own memory screen the part of your soul contract that had this day and time marked as a special day. See that now. Niataki tasako bakere takana fahuti tesekina tekira kataro se. Negide kira kara tarakasara kunikire trikere bakiti esera kanikire tarakasara kokiakia. This day represent the cycle that it's complete, that was attached with karma, and a new cycle that begins in a lighter density, in alignment with a higher path, and a more joyful path, more aligned with the fifth dimension. Memories from past lives may come through in the following days. We suggest to select something organic, an element to work with in combination with your talent and your goals. The elements will help you to ground the information and that will make it easier for you to understand. Information will come in images that will have movement or not, that your job will be to translate into the physical. Cleanse your energy must be a daily job. Take care of your physical body must be your second priority of the day. Third, explore your own journey and your own psychicness by exercising practice to adjust into what will serve in the moment. Fourth, we suggest that you have a journey where you can elaborate and advance on your own development. Fifth, you must enjoy the journey. Make sure your practice and your journey is aligned with wonder and magic and fulfillment. That is what will be meaning. That is what it will bring meaning into your life and will make the journey worth it from your human perspective. You can visualize this place, a sacred place, when you want to channel or gather information. In this new level, there is a gift that will come to you, something that will make your journey lighter. This is good news. We are adjusting the biological information and the energetic information. You're going to be asked to go out of the water as you are being assisted. Your gown will instantly dry. Special oils will be applied into your skin that represent the source medicine from the goddess. That is also God. That is also all. God goddesses. It's an all that is organic and projected into what is not organic. In a sense, all what is organic is instantly connected to the source God goddesses. The inorganic holds a different source connection through what is organic. It's not something that you have to understand or get entangled with. Use organic tools to assist you in your journey. And the unorganic tools can also be used when connected rightfully through your own source. Inorganic tools will divide your energy and fragment it, your source. For example, your house is not organic, so your soul fragment itself, and a portion of it is encoded in your soul. Anything that happens into your house, it happens to you. The more that you divide yourself, the harder it will be to have a higher frequency. This is why in ancient times they used to go simple. They will have a higher frequency due to the simplicity of the activities. This fragmented environment makes hard for humans to connect to the source due to its own entanglement with distraction. If you avoid distraction and stay organic, you will be able to be rightfully connected. There is a special drink and a special food organic that you are given. Your favorite food. It is something that will always be encoded to increase your frequency. It's something that you will feel drawn to that will help the life force to be enough and in the harmonic resonance. So the food that you see on the table that is available to you is food that will be medicine for you. We suggest that you take 1 or 2 seconds to activate the source connection before you ingest it. And the liquid that you see will also be a medicine for your soul and your body. You can add an affirmation or an statement by saying, may this drink be a medicine for my soul, or may this food be blessed. In whatever way you are being guided, that will be a support for your journey. Take a moment to astrally enjoy your food and your drink. The higher priest will come and bless your chakras. You will feel something in your crown now as it's being blessed. Now your third eye, now your throat, now your heart, now your plexus, your sacrum, and now your root. Your hands and feet are going to be blessed as well. Your ears and your eyes. And in the middle of your shoulders, between your crown and your heart, in your neck, where your head ends and your neck begins, the higher self chakra will be activated now and blessed. There is a ribbon and a special scissors that you must cut in half. These represent cutting cord with the old version of you, letting go what do not serve you anymore. After you cut the ribbon, the scissors and the ribbon will go ashes into the fire. Pe anima buri tiresa, consentida que te so, tamidike sanero soke, ti ame nia se tikira ko tekieka. Now that you're being initiated into your priestess journey to facilitate your channeling and your life at service, you will be guided and assisted. And now, one of the stones is a door. In fact, they all are doors. You will open one. You will enter into a tunnel that is dark but illuminated. You feel like going down and down and down. You will find another door. That is the door of the room that you are. You will see yourself and see your body. And you will enter your body, anchoring your crown, third eye, throat, heart, plexus, sacral, and root. Anchoring your soul, your spirit, your guides, your higher self, and your body. And asking energy, show me what feels like to be a rifle. Show me what feels like to be grounded, to be present, to be in harmony, to be in harmonic resonance. and to be complete. I am complete. I am complete. I am complete. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a moment to stretch or to ground, and hope you like it and enjoy it. Thank you so much. I'm going to gently leave. I didn't know we were going to be initiated. It was good. It was good. Let me know later in another day by email or anything. How do you guys feel? And if you enjoy it, I'm going to upload the video as soon as I can. May the cards be a blessing for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel wonderful. I do too. Did you notice that when you ask the energy to show you, it's instantly fixed? And you can practice that. For example, I know both of you have kids, like talking to your kids or your husband or something. If something doesn't feel right, ask in your mind, like, show me how harmony feels between us or something, and you will observe that it all just instantly fix itself. Practice. We do have the portal. Oh my God. The 1st of November and then the 11/11. I'm gonna let you guys know. It was so powerful. Yes. I feel like I was there. Probably one day I manifest to go there, but it felt like I don't know what you guys saw, but I saw like we were druids or something, and we were tall and big. When they said take your real sides, I feel like I just unleashed myself, like my body was small. Well, I'm not talking about to you. I'm making peace with my body, but I feel like as if I just went large. And I was like, whoa. And then for me, I saw fruit. So it's like my body wanted, and then I saw water. And I was dressed in white. I don't know what you guys saw. 'Cause for moments, I was in pause because I was enjoying the transition too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any questions along the way, please let me know. I don't have assistance right now, so I wanted to add more information on the PDF, and along the way, I will add it as soon as I can. As soon as I can, I will add it. I may do another course for the 11/11, but I will let you guys know. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye-bye.